In Chapter 2 of your notes, on the first page, you have a little section that says Analyze the Periodic Table, and I want to kind of go over it with you. First thing I want to mention is, since this is biology, I don't expect you to remember every single element that's on the table, but I do want you to be able to notice some patterns or trends to help you out with the rest of the biology class. One of the first things that I want to mention is everything in here in purple, those are transition metals, and most of those aren't relevant for biology. There's a couple of exceptions like iron right here, but most of the time we're going to ignore those. Next thing that I want you to notice is vertical columns are called groups, and elements that are in the same group tend to behave together. This is group 1. Beryllium starts group 2. You have group 3 with boron, 4 with carbon, group 5 with nitrogen, 6, 7, and 8. Again, the transition metals basically get ignored when you're talking about groups. The horizontal rows are called periods. The period can help tell you how many electron orbitals there's going to be. Everything in the first period has 1, everything in the second period has 2, and that trend continues as you go down. Next thing that I would like to mention is the group can tell you not just how something's going to behave, but also how many electrons are in the outermost shell. Everything in group 1 has 1 electron in the outermost shell, which means it's fairly reactive. Everything in group 8 of the periodic table is unreactive because they've already satisfied the octet rule, so they don't need to get or lose any electrons to get that outer shell complete, so they're not going to do any chemical reactions. And as long as you can understand those basic things, you should be okay for at least the first chunk of the chemistry chapter.